Hello, family. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to another Proverb Wednesday. I'm Reverend Terita Williams, and I'm so glad you're here once again. If it's your first time joining us, welcome. For the family, welcome back. Yes, indeed. It's midweek, that place where motivation starts dipping, to-do lists start growing, and the temptation to procrastinate gets real, y'all. But today's proverb is a gentle nudge, and a holy push. Now, if you have your Bibles with you, let's turn to the book of Proverbs, chapter 14, verse 23. That's Proverbs, chapter 14, verse 23. And it reads, all hard work brings a profit, but mere talk leads only to poverty. Huh? Let that settle in for a moment, like I always like to say. Let's read that one more time. All hard work brings a profit, but mere talk leads only to poverty. You know, there's something about the middle of the week that exposes the truth about our intentions. On Monday, we're full of vision. On Tuesday, we're still holding on to a little momentum. But by Wednesday, y'all, life has had a chance to talk back. Responsibilities have piled up, unexpected needs have shown up, and all the things we meant to do start slipping into the I'll get to it later category. And that's where this proverb meets us, right in that quiet space between what we desire and what we actually do. Because most of us don't struggle with ideas. We don't struggle with dreams. We don't struggle with knowing what needs to be done. We struggle with continuing. We struggle with showing up when the feeling fades. And sometimes we convince ourselves that talking about it is the same as moving toward it. Raise your hand if you've done that. We rehearse the plan. We describe the vision. We tell people what we're about to do. And it feels productive, but it's not movement. This proverb gently reminds us that God honors effort, not just enthusiasm. He breathes on work, not just words. And here's the grace in it. God isn't asking you to finish everything today. He's not asking you to be perfect. He's not asking you to have all the answers. He's simply asking you to take the next faithful step. Even if it's small, even if it's quiet, even if nobody sees it but Him. Because every step you take in obedience becomes a seed. Yes, Lord. How many of you know that? And God knows how to bring a harvest from seeds that look insignificant. Yes, indeed. Now, let me tell you a story, as I love to do all the time. Let me give you a story. I remember one week when I kept saying I was going to reorganize a certain closet. Let me see how many of you can go with me here. And listen, this wasn't just any closet. This was the catch-all closet. And listen, this wasn't just any closet. This was the catch-all closet. The don't open that door unless you are prayed up closet. The one where everything I didn't want to deal with found a home. Anyone else had those type of closets? Had those type of closets? And I talked about that closet like it was a ministry assignment. I'm going to get to it this weekend. I'm going to clean it out after I finish this project. I'm going to organize it when things slow down. I had bins, I had labels, I had the Pinterest board. I had everything except the work. One day I opened that closet and it looked back at me like, ma'am, either do something or close this door. And in that moment, this proverb came alive for me. Talking about it wasn't going to change anything, only doing the work would. And here's the part that humbled me. When I finally just started, it wasn't as overwhelming as I imagined. The dread was bigger than the task. The delay was heavier than the work. And the relief that came from simply beginning was its own kind of profit. Now, sometimes the hardest part is not the work, y'all, not the work itself. It's the story we tell ourselves about the work. All right, I want to make this interactive. Yes. So wherever you are, I need you to repeat. Whether you are in your kitchen, in your car, at your desk, here on the chat line, I want you to say this with me. Come on. Let the words out of your mouth. Yes. Here we go. You ready? I'm done talking about it. I'm ready to do it. I'm done circling around it. I'm ready to start it. I don't need perfection. I just need obedience. I don't control the outcome, but I can control my effort. God honors my work, and He handled the results. How did it feel there? Drop in the chat. I'm moving today. I'm moving today. You know, hard work is not just physical, it's spiritual. We often think of hard work as sweat, labor, or long hours. But spiritual hard work looks like showing up when you're tired, choosing discipline over desire, pushing past fear, doing the small, unglamorous things that no one sees. Yes, y'all, God honors that. He sees the effort behind the scenes. He sees the faithfulness in the quiet places. And sometimes the profit isn't money. It's peace, it's clarity, confidence, and momentum. Talking feels productive, but it's not movement. Talking gives us the illusion of progress. Planning feels like progress. Vision casting feels like progress. But this proverb reminds us that movement is what matters. You can't pray over a seed you never planted. You can't harvest a field you never worked. You can't grow from a step you never took. God multiplies what we move, not what we merely imagine. And the results the results are God's business. Effort is ours. This is where the pressure lifts, y'all. You don't control the outcomes. You don't control the timing. You don't control who notices or applauds. But you do control your effort. Your job, work faithfully. God's job is bring the profit. I'll say it again. Your job is to work faithfully. God's job is to bring the profit. And y'all, he's never failed at his job. So let's put rubber to the road. Practical. How can I do this? Here's your challenge, as I'll love to give you. Today, choose one thing, just one, you've been talking about, thinking about, or circling around. Not the whole list, not the whole project, just one thing. And then set a timer for 10 minutes. 10 minutes is small enough to start, but powerful enough to shift your momentum. And then begin. Don't overthink it now. Don't plan it to death. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Just start, y'all. And then stop when the timer ends. But if you want to keep going, that's great. If not, you still moved. You still planted a seed. You still honored the proverb. And then celebrate the start. Because starting is spiritual. Starting is obedience. Starting is faith in motion. And God meets you in motion. So family, that's what I have for you this Wednesday. I hope you accept my challenge and try it out. Come back and note in the comments how it made you feel and how did you handle that. So until next time, may the God who sees your effort strengthen your hands for the work ahead. May his peace steady your heart and his wisdom guide every step you take. Go in grace, family. Go in courage. And go knowing God goes with you. Until next Wednesday, y'all. Have a marvelous, marvelous, marvelous rest of your week. God bless. Love y'all.